this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Archangel Michael cards. Going to do your reading and clarify it. Whenever you see my reading will be the right time to see it. Take it, claim it, or just leave it, okay? For anyone else. Also, too, we're calling in Archangel Michael today, so he is always with us, so just know that. All right, here we go. All right, so Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra. All right, Archangel Michael, we ask you for your guidance. All my spirit guides for their highest good. This is for Libra for their highest good. All right, so it says, increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to hear. So I feel like you're going to be learning something new very soon. I feel like very curious. I feel like Archangel is guiding you to learn something new, or just pick up a book to read, because, you know, to get away from all this TV, the tablets and stuff like that. You know, we're constantly on it 24/7, and sometimes our mind just needs a break from that. All right, very nice. And then you have be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. So definitely, all these readings that I have been doing lately, it's all about who you are. You know, stop being somebody else. Stop being, you know, what your mother wants you to be or your father wants you to be. Be who you are, okay? Be the person that you want to be, you know, that you are born to be. You know, stop being, you know, oh, well, you know, so-and-so has it, so I have to have it, you know, stuff like that. It doesn't work that way. It's like they're trying to tell you, be authentic, be the real you, you know. You like to do different things. You like to collect crystals. This is an example, everyone. You know, then it's you that needs to be. It's been in these readings, like, so the theme has been it, like, be the real you, and it's like almost saying like, hey, quit being fake, be the real you, okay? Because it gets you. You have that power to create whatever it is that you want if you're the real you. Wow. You know, that came out of me, just came out of me, you guys. All right, so Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra, 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 Libra. Hello, Libra, Libra. See what's going on for Libra. So many energies that are going through. So if you're feeling emotional, you're feeling tired, go with it. Rest, you know, meditate, go within, whatever you have to do. Drink plenty of water and get grounded, you guys. All right, so let's see what's going on for Libra. This is for Libra for their highest good. One card for the current. One for the situation. One for the past. One for the what's hidden, the hopes and the fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. One for the outcome. I'm sorry, just looking at all these cards. They're so pretty. All right. So, Libra. So you do have the, you start off with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is asking you to really be truthful with yourself. You know, were we just not talking about that? Speak your truth and see the truth in everything. You know, I feel like you have a lot of clarity now. I feel like you're communicating better. I feel, but we'll see what the cards say, okay? Because you also have the Five of Pentacles here right next to it, and the Five of Pentacles says that you're still feeling down, you're still feeling depressed or sad about something. So let us see. Hold on, you guys. Let me just move my microphone. See how this one. Okay. So, you know, you could be feeling sad, you could be feeling depressed, you know, just alone, maybe even lacking resources. You feel like you're not going to have enough for everything. You have the sun card right next to it here for the past, but it could be past or now. I do feel like you need to think positive. I feel like the sun is shining on you. I feel like you're very blessed, always very blessed, Libra. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles up here for what's hidden. You know, you're going to be very creative. You want that stability. There is a new, there is definitely a new path here for you coming through. Also feel like you're gonna have financial opportunities coming towards you. You have the King of Pentacles here also. The King of Pentacles is also you. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You know how to make things happen. You're trying to establish yourself, trying to create that strong foundation so you don't have to worry about anything. You know how to make wise decisions also on finances. You have the Temperance card here. The Temperance card is asking you to really try to balance everything. You are on the right path and you are very divinely guided. You have Archangel Michael here and Archangel Raphael, so that is beautiful. You have healing here. Try to keep everything balanced as far as your emotional and physical state, okay? Really try to keep everything balanced. You have the, this is the Swords. What is this one? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I always get this one mixed up with the other one. So this one's the Four of Swords. You know, they really want you to take some rest. You see him laying down. Yes, it is. You see him laying down and he's resting. You know, you really need to start taking a break. Start, you know, just really take it easy. You know, rest when you're tired, cat nap, whatever it is. But it's time to take care of yourself, Libra, okay? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have a lot of Pentacles here. If you didn't notice, there is and Swords here. The Queen of Pentacles, you also have the King of Pentacles down here. But with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, she's a you know, she knows how to do everything, but she does everything, right? Yes, it's good that she does everything. She tries to take care of the house. She tries to take care of everything, mostly like, you know, her family, her, you know, significant other, her children, her work, her garden. You know, she does it all. She knows how to handle herself, right? But she does too much. And you still got to take care of yourself. It's almost as if she's trying to be very controlling, right? But she really isn't. She's just like trying to get things done. And, you know, this could be you, whether you're male or female. Trying to do it all, but you really need to start taking rest. Okay, start trying to rest no matter what. You know, there is prosperity here coming through, so we'll see. Definitely some kind of prosperity. All right, so take what resonates with you, Libra, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra, 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 Libra. All right, Libra. All right, so he has a Page of Swords. Why is a Page of Swords here for Libra? One more card. Wow. Okay. So I feel like you're going to make a decision very soon. I feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas. You're very curious. You know, try to learn something new if you can. Like you have this card here. It's really a big thing here. There is a decision that you're contemplating and you're looking at everything. You know, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. If you look at her, she's not only just like looking at her growth, at her abundance that she has, but she's looking at everything, reviewing everything that has happened to her in her life, looking at it, connecting the dots. You know, why did this happen? Why did this go this way? Why did I didn't go do this? Why didn't I do that? You know, and it's like she's reviewing everything. They want you to see the truth, okay? They want you to see the truth in everything. They want you to speak your truth also. When the Page of Swords shows up, you know, he has ideas. This is like a fresh new start, you know. It's getting there. It's getting to this new path where you need all these ideas. Do your research on things before you start claiming anything like gossiping or anything like that. You know, really make sure that it's the person that you're getting that information from, because I feel like there's some kind of misleading information here that either you're giving out or somebody's giving you. Okay, so just be careful with that. I also feel like you just need to see the truth. I feel like you're going to have clarity and understand everything that you've been going through. You're going to see a lot of truth here. You're going to see, you know, everything that's been happening and why, because you're doing a lot of soul searching right now. You also have the Seven of Cups, and there is that decision that you are definitely making. Be realistic with it. Be realistic. Can you afford this? Can you afford that? I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. It's like they want you to believe in yourself that you can do anything, but you need to be realistic. Like, you ain't gonna go buy a $500,000 house when you only make, less than that, half of that, imagine the payments, or, you're not going to go buy 2 cars when you're only working part-time, be realistic is what they're saying, but still keep your dreams open, because I feel like you're doing a lot of soul searching, and I feel like there is a lot of decisions that you're contemplating right now. Interesting. All right, so then you have the Five of Pentacles, and why is the Five of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow, you came into your own reading. You do have the Justice card here. And maybe you've been feeling down. You've been feeling, sad about everything that's been going on in your life. You even feel like, maybe at times you don't have enough for everything, or you're not going to have enough for everything, this is a lot of worry here, praying that, everything falls into place. But I feel like this is just temporary, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're just like, the emotions are high, everybody's been feeling them. If you haven't been feeling them, you will, because, there are times when the energies are so strong right now that, that you could be sitting there and then all of a sudden you could be crying, or getting teary-eyed just talking about people, or just remembering things, because you're going through this huge transformation, this new, this healing that we're all going through, but it's time to release all this, because you've had it so bottled up in your mind and your body, that your soul wants to release it. You do have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is saying, keep your faith. Don't lose faith on anything. I feel like you're going on a different path. I feel like there's also messages coming through, but I feel like there's change. Things have to change, You have to change the way you see things, Really see the truth in everything that you're doing, okay? Really, don't just take somebody's gossip or word. Really see it. You need to see it, because you have your own card here, which is the Justice card. The Justice is saying, you need to try to balance everything, from your home to your work to your kids to everything in life, Don't just try to go through life, thinking that you did the right thing when you know that you didn't, really see the truth in everything that's going on in your life. Like, was it true of this? Was it true of that? Did I make the right decision? It's like they're trying to tell you, you need to start balancing things out, and you will. And I feel like you will, because you're a Libra. Libras, they're very, they want to be truthful. They don't want to hurt nobody. They just want to be truthful. But they want justice. They want to be justified for everything that they've done, and I feel like you will, like everything will balance out for you, but you're still feeling down. You're still feeling about everything that's going on in your life. But with the Page of Wands here, I feel like you need that inspiration. I feel like you need to see that there's opportunities around you and that things are going to change a lot more for you. I also feel like you could be wanting to start something new, like a new project. I feel like you're going in a different direction now. I feel like you're going to start seeing things clearly, because you have that Seven of Pentacles card here. And I feel like, you're just going to see a lot of things differently now. You do have and then you have the Page of Wands. So there is that new beginning trying to squeeze through here. You have the Sun card here. The Sun is talking about feeling happy, feeling content, the sun shining on you, feeling like the light is always on you, and that is true. We always get a second chance every time we wake up. We do. We believe it or not, we do, Our lives could be, chaotic, but we always get a second chance to come up and see and do things differently, the next day. But the sun is shining on you, and it's, always see the light, always be positive about things, regardless of how everything turned out, Don't go and feel guilty all the time. Don't feel down or sad all the time, because it's done and it's over with. Now you got to move on to better things, to create things for yourself. And it's like also too, be real with yourself. This card here just calling out, be real with yourself. With that seven of pentacles here, I mean that 7 of cups, remember, they want you to be realistic. That's being realistic here. You have the ace of pentacles here, and why is the ace of pentacles here for? Wow, one more card. There is still a truth that you needed to see. I don't know if you have seen it yet, but there is still some kind of truth that you're going to hear about. I also feel like you need to pay attention to your intuition. I feel like you need to start nurturing yourself also, because there is a lot of truth here that you still need to see that you haven't seen or you don't want to see. And it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes we don't want to see what's really in front of us. So there is a truth here. I feel like there's opportunities coming through. I feel like you're wanting to, there could be a new project. Also, new beginnings are here coming through also. And then, but like with the Queen of Swords, really, really speak your truth about things, how you're feeling, what you're doing, about everything, okay? And because you need to. Sometimes you hold back and you need to start speaking your truth so things can move forward. Without it, you're not going to be able to move forward. And if you need to, okay, because the Justice card is here and that's you. You're truthful. You're a balance. Yours justice here. But you also need to speak the truth, okay? And you can, Libra, because you're very strong-willed. You're very blunt. You tell it like it is. You have the Queen of Cups, like I said. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Trust your intuition on things, especially when you feel like it's not true what they're telling you. Really, look at things. Use it. Use your intuitive gift that our Lord has given you, okay? You do have the King of Pentacles here. And why is the King of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow, there's that big transformation. Wow. So, like, definitely, you are going through a huge transformation. And this, you see the skeleton walking here, because it's like, you're no longer that old person that you used to be. Things have changed a lot for you. And, whether it's good or bad, that's up to you. But, you're going through a big transformation and you're feeling a lot. Your emotions are going to be all over the place. Trust me. But there is change here. Definitely. You're at a crossroads right now, trying to figure out what your next move is, trying to figure out what direction you're going to be on, and it's like you're at a standstill. You need to rest. You need to nurture yourself. You need to gather your thoughts. You need to clear your mind. You need to believe in yourself also. Okay? And there is that decision that you're still contemplating. And I feel with the King of Pentacles here. Oh, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, no, it's the King. I feel with the King of Pentacles here that, you just really need to just go with the flow. Just like, take care of things that you need to. Put things in order, like the King does, take care of everything that you need to do, but rest, believe in yourself, be true to who you are, okay? Because I feel like you want that stability, you want that financial success, you want that material success also, but you're going through a lot right now. And right now it's like you're at a crossroads. You see how this person, she's holding two swords, right? You're very strong-willed. You're not weak. You're not, at all. Not weak at all. You are very strong-willed, Libra. But you need to rest. You need to clear your mind and start making better decisions, clearer decisions. Whether they were good decisions or not, you just need to clear your mind because, now you're thinking about everything now. Okay? So really do that. And really take a rest because you're also going through this transformation and there's still more change to come. You have this Temperance card up here for what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. Wow. Okay. So really try to keep everything on balance. Okay. You see how this lady, she is there. Well, it's Archangel Raphael. He's balancing everything, from his mind to his body to everything in his life. You are on the right path. Even if you think you're not, you are. You're definitely on the right path. Try to keep everything balanced. You have patience for everything. Be calm about things. You're definitely going through a healing. Um, and also too, they want you to rest, and you got that card right next to the other card. So, it's a big telling you, hey, take care of yourself, Libra, to start resting, start taking care of yourself, go to the doctor, take your meds, start doing things right, eat better, sleep better, do things differently, okay? Because they want you to rest and start nurturing yourself. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of people that look up to you. They see you in a different way, and I feel like you are a very hard worker, but you need to start creating something. You need to start putting your plans together so you can establish something, so you have something to fall back on. I also feel like you just need to create something, like keep yourself busy on a new project, on something new, so that way you can fall back on it or have it there for whatever. It's just like they're asking you to start creating your plans for whatever it is that you want to create. What is it that you want, that you always wanted to do? What is it that you wanted to put out there? What is it? Did you want to start a new business? Did you want to be an influencer on YouTube? Did you want to open up a church? Or did you want to become a pastor? Whatever, whatever it is, they're asking you to start making the plans, okay? Because you have all the support. You have the support from your friends, your family. You also have, your finances here for you. I feel like there is definitely a lot of traveling that you're going to do very soon. But you need patience. You need patience for everything that's going on. Then you have the Four of Swords. Where's the Four of Swords? Here, one more card. Wow. So rest, okay? You have this card, and then you have this card right here. If you look at them, they're both asleep. You really need to start resting, okay? Take it easy, start resting. Whatever you have to do, start taking care of yourself better. Follow your heart, you guys. Really follow your heart. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to the signs that, our angels or spirit guides are giving you. There's so many signs there, but yet you're not looking. You're not looking. And they really want you to start paying attention, okay? You do have the Chariot card. It's time to put everything in order. Start taking control of your life so that you can move forward. I also feel like you could be wanting to move. Some of you guys want to move resident to resident, like you're tired of the old, you want something different. But I feel like you need to really start taking control of everything that's going on in your life. Start dealing with stuff that you haven't dealt with in a long time. You need to start dealing with it. Don't just start letting it go. Okay, pay attention to everything. Follow your heart. Pay attention to the signs, okay? Because you're being guided, and for some reason you're not paying attention, or you don't want to pay attention. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here on my card? Wow. All right. So with the Queen of Pentacles here, I definitely feel like, there is some kind of abundance here coming towards you, but it's taking its time. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's wealth. There's, you're very independent. There is financial abundance here. There's wealth, but it's just coming in slowly. I also feel like you need to nurture yourself. You're in your mind a lot about things. Okay, you're constantly in your mind. You're thinking about everything. You're thinking about everything. You're in your mind a lot. You're reviewing everything, that this happened, why that happened, everything, and really need to start taking care of yourself. Really start nurturing yourself, okay? Because you need to really control your thoughts, change your mindset, really go within, clear your mind, whatever it is that you have to do. And then you also have the Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands says that it's going to lead you, all this is going to lead you to something new, something better. So just, have patience for everything, okay? Because it's going to come. You just have to have patience. You have to go through all these emotions, through all these healings before you get to all this that you want. But you also have to work on yourself. All right, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.